Harrison, walking into Mizzou Arena today, you could feel the energy from both the student section and the fans as the stage was set for the border war. Dominic Lovett caught a touchdown pass to make it 28-24 in the beginning of the second half, but Tennessee rolled on from there, scoring 38 unanswered to win 66-24. It's been 4 years since Mizzou basketball faced Central Florida in Mizzou Arena. If you can recall, Missouri's Jordan Geis made this game-tying three at the buzzer to send it to overtime. The Tigers would eventually edge out the night 64-62, but if you fast forward to earlier today, Missouri fans were experiencing some deja vu. The Missouri Tigers took the stage today, and people were wondering how this team will look in the fall with the newest additions via the transfer portal. The Tigers were without Noah Cart and Mbor Jacques tonight due to health and safety precautions, but with Isaiah Mosley returning to the floor for the first time in over a month, and Mohamed Diarra contributing off the bench, Gates believes he had a full team effort. Mizzou's Isaiah Mosley did not make the trip down to Columbia. An MU spokesperson said this was because of a personal reason. Reporting live in Fayetteville, Arkansas, Ethan Becker, KMU8 Sports.
Center field, number 7, Brooke Wilmes.
For 5 seasons, Brooke Wilmes had been a staple of Mizzou softball, being named All-SEC First Team for 3 straight seasons. But on May 22nd of last year, it all came to an end in an NCAA regional.
It was very, very heartbreaking, and it took me a long time to get out of that process of being a student athlete.
Wilmes knew she wanted to stay with softball, but didn't want to leave the city that she played for.
Obviously, I could have been a GA if I wanted to at any big D1 college, but I don't know, I've always loved Columbia. Columbia has been my home for a really long time.
That's when Mizzou head coach Larissa Anderson helped her player for one last time.
Coach Anderson actually went and talked to the Stevens girls, and then Coach Kingsolver, she actually reached out to my head coach and was like, do you have anybody in mind? And then she sent it to me.
And on September 27th, Wilmes made the transition from center field to the dugout.
Very nice pitch, good job.
However, the move involved a large jump in school size from the NCAA Division I Missouri Tigers to the NAIA Stevens College Stars.
And D1 sports is your job. It is your job, and that's your first thing that comes first. But here, they're preparing them for life outside of softball, and softball is just their pastime.
But Wilmes is not the only former player on the coaching staff. Stars head coach Emily Kingsolver is a former pitcher and has helped Wilmes in the transition.
Seeing her try and find like different drills or different ways of seeing it or connecting different with athletes, I can see her really growing in that part.
And grown she has. You can see the connections and fun she's built with the players, whether by quoting movies,
364 days till hockey season,
or handing out M&Ms for getting on base.
Yeehaw, atta girl, good job.
But when Wilmes needs to get serious, the leadership emerges.
Hey, Annabelle, catch, one hand. You don't need the other one.
And motivates her players.
You guys have to have a fire within yourselves to want to be successful, to want to succeed.
But being a coach is much more than teaching the game. It's about the life lessons off the field.
I think it's really helped how she has talked about mental health and how hard days are you're gonna have them, but how you react to them is really what's gonna impact your life.
Mental health is one of those things that is going to help you on the field as well. So having that type of support where they're very open with mental health talks and everything is very nice to have.
And it's through Wilmes' journey that the players know there is more to life than the game.
We always tell them there's more after college. It's not softball the rest of your life. And so she's living proof of that.
Reporting in Columbia, Ethan Becker, KMU8 Sports.
Now from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU8 Sports.
Mizzou softball has been great during the midweek, but on the weekend, the Tigers have lost 6 straight SEC games. Mizzou looking to even the series tonight against 13th ranked Alabama. This game was all about pitching and defense. Julia Crenshaw with a strike to catch the runner stealing second. Kept the game scoreless in the 3rd inning. Tigers up to bat now and look to do some damage. Payne Jackson blasts one to left, but Jenna Johnson crashes against the wall to make the catch. The Tigers had just 5 hits today, but Lauren Krings kept them in it. Pitching a gem with 6 strikeouts on the evening. Game still tied at 0 in the bottom of the 7th. Maddie Gallagher and Megan Mole beat the double play to put Mizzou in scoring position, but Tigers couldn't capitalize. Montana Fouts gets the strikeout to end the threat. 14 strikeouts on the day for Fouts, and it took 9 innings to settle this one. Ashley Prang broke the tie with a solo shot to right, putting Alabama ahead for good. The Tigers lose this one 4-0. Mizzou baseball looked to avenge yesterday's run rule loss to Kentucky, but the Wildcats continue right where they left off. Kendall Ewell caps off a 4-run first inning with an RBI single, and it wasn't just the hitting, as Tyler Bozma had a great day for Kentucky on the mound. He struck out 6 Tigers in 6 innings, as this was all Wildcats again. Hunter Gillum was able to walk it off in the 8th inning with an RBI double, as Missouri gets run ruled for the 2nd straight day, 10-0. And Mizzou Gymnastics is in Los Angeles for an NCAA regional final. Mari Celestine scored a 9.9 on the floor routine as the Tigers were tied for first with Utah after the second rotation. And on vault, Jocelyn Moore does what she does best, earning a near perfect 9.975. The Mizzou team scored a score of 49.45, is the highest for vault in program history. And DeBar Sienna Schreiber led the Tigers with a 9.875. Missouri finished with their highest regional score in school history of 197.6. But their season comes to an end, placing 3rd behind Utah and UCLA. It's been a long time since the St. Louis Cardinals lost in Busch Stadium on opening day. However, I don't want to get your hopes up, but that season ended very good for the city of St. Louis as the Cardinals look to get in the win column today against Toronto. Although Cardinals pitcher Jack Flaherty had a career-high 7 walks, he also struck out 4 Blue Jays, as this game was scoreless till the 3rd inning until St. Louis got on the board, thanks to a 2-out error by Matt Chapman, and Nolan Gorman as the next batter made him pay for that mistake right there. A shot down the 3rd baseline brings 2 more home for the Cards. They led 3-0. Toronto was unable to get a hit until the 7th inning, in parts of defensive plays such as this over-the-shoulder catch by Brendan Donovan. The Cardinals got some extra cushion in the 8th from the rookie Jordan Walker, ripping it up the middle for an RBI infield single as the Cards get their first win of 2023. The Royals hope to join the Cardinals with their first win of the season, but the Twins jumped out in front early. Jose Miranda gives Minnesota the lead with an RBI single. Kansas City had a chance to score in the 3rd, but Sonny Gray, he strikes out Franmil Reyes with the bases loaded to escape the inning. That was Gray's only strikeout on the day, and the Twins cushioned their lead in the 6th. A sac fly by Kyle Farmer adds another run as Minnesota blanks the Royals again 2-0. Blues look to keep their postseason hopes alive at Nashville, but today was not their day. Second period down 2-0. Colton Sissons adds to the Predators' lead with a shorthanded goal. St. Louis trying to make a comeback. 3rd period, Callie Rosen somehow trickles the puck in. Blues cut it to 4-1. However, Nashville would tack on more. Yakov Trenin capitalizes off a St. Louis mistake as the Predators win 6-1. Well, although it's now April, we still have some March Madness. San Diego State is headed to the NCAA Tournament Championship for the first time in school history, defeating the Cinderella team Florida Atlantic on a buzzer beater. The Aztecs will face UConn on Monday. And that's all for sports.